the world of technology is developing, contributing to positive changes in the livestock industry. Let's temporarily forget the image of chickens naturally incubating their eggs. This is because we have chicks created from mechanical systems. This is how incubators produce hundreds of millions of chicks every year. In the US, more than 300 million roosters are hatched every year. But because they don't lay eggs or produce valuable meat, they are usually killed within a day of birth. They are often chopped in industrial blenders. An estimated 6.5 billion male chicks are killed each year, or around 200 chicks every second. Egg incubators, a new innovation, can help poultry farmers to avoid the stress of handling day-old chicks. At the same time, this reduces the use of antibiotics, increasing productivity and increasing the sustainability of the supply chain. An egg incubator is a device that simulates the mother hen's incubating process by keeping the eggs warm at a specific temperature range and appropriate humidity. It does this with a rotating mechanism in order to hatch the eggs. All modern incubators operate on the same basic principle. A fan blows filtered ambient air over a heating element and a water tank. Supplemental oxygen can be supplied through a control valve. The egg incubator environment is strictly controlled. This is important for the successful development of the egg embryo. Farmers can better control the hatching process of chicken eggs, resulting in healthier chicks. In the process of industrial egg incubation, there are two common egg incubation methods: single stage and multiple stages. During the single stage incubation process, the incubator only contains chicken eggs of the same embryonic age, so farmers can easily adjust the air to the needs of all the developing embryos. Meanwhile, multi-stage incubators contain eggs of different embryonic ages, usually from 3 to 6 weeks old. Therefore, farmers cannot adjust the climate exactly to the needs of all embryos. There are many age groups in the incubator, so chicken eggs do not develop uniformly. The process of incubating chicken eggs begins with finding suitable eggs to put in the incubator. Farmers choose eggs from healthy chickens to have quality offspring. The latest generation of imported equipment helps speed up the work in hatcheries. An automatic sorter, which can process 60,000 eggs an hour, sorts the eggs into 2 acceptable sizes before being placed into the incubator. The incubator will then uniformly produce eggs and chicks that are similar in size and have the same feeding ability. At this farm, eggs are automatically harvested from nesting areas and transported to the incubation facility. These robots are designed to handle eggs gently, reducing breakage and contamination. After the preparation steps, the eggs will be put into the incubator, the place where eggs turn into chicks. Modern automatic egg incubators are equipped with a digital display and programmable controller. This allows users to monitor and adjust temperature, humidity, and egg turning times easily. An incubator even offers features like an automatic cooling cycle, which simulates the mother hen's natural cooling behavior during incubation. Another important feature of the automatic egg incubator is to automatically turn the eggs. Eggs will only hatch if rotated properly and placed in the right direction. In nature, mother hens continuously turn their eggs to ensure even heat distribution and proper embryo development. In an automatic incubator, this process is replicated via the use of a gentle turning mechanism, turning the eggs at regular intervals. Some high-end incubators have a built-in rotation mechanism. This carefully rotates the eggs in precise cycles throughout the day without interruption. This promotes healthy growth and increases the chances of a successful hatch. At the same time, farmers also save time for other things on the farm. Chicken eggs are usually examined with a light on the 5th and 13th days. Farmers examine the eggs to evaluate the level of embryo development. At the same time, they identify infertile eggs and dead egg embryos for removal. This is also the basis for adjusting the incubator temperature. Temperature is one of the most important factors in the incubation process. The incubator must maintain a stable temperature, usually around 37.5 degrees Celsius, and humidity at around 50 to 55%. This is ideal conditions for egg embryos to develop and chicks to grow normally. The chick will peck a small hole in the shell and begin to poke its head out. The hatching process takes just a few minutes to complete, and your incubator will be full of baby chicks in no time. Farmers will let the chicks dry and fluff before moving them out of the incubator and into a coop. Newly hatched chicks will survive on nutrients from the shell for 3 days. Then the farmer provides food and water. Typically, hatcheries should be located at least 1,000 feet from the chicken house to prevent horizontal transmission of disease-causing organisms from the chicken house to the hatchery. After hatching, the chicks will be subjected to a series of stressful handling steps, such as sexing, vaccination, and beak handling. The chicks are then loaded onto trucks and transported to the rearing facility. This is a big challenge for farmers ensuring animal welfare. During transport, chicks often do not have access to food or water, and the climate is not controlled. The earliest hatched chicks can go without food and water for up to 4 days. This leads to high stress levels, especially when weather conditions are unfavorable. On-farm egg incubation is an innovative new method being pioneered in Europe for the broiler industry. At some factories, eggs are shipped from the hatchery directly to the farm on the 18th day of incubation. Here, they are usually transferred from the incubator to the hatcher. The chicks then hatch directly at their rearing facility. Farmers can skip the stressful handling and transportation process after hatching. Chicks here will have immediate access to food and water, benefiting animal welfare and production efficiency. Overall mortality rate has also been shown to decrease by up to 18%. When chicks are able to start eating immediately, they will begin to gain weight sooner, resulting in a 4.4% increase in slaughter weight. Immediate access to food and water also promotes better intestinal development, combined with a lack of exposure to pathogens during egg hatching and transport, so the chicks will grow healthier. One study found that farm-hatched chickens use 44% less antibiotics than conventionally hatched chickens, and were 5.6 times more likely to be antibiotic-free. This is key for large-scale industrial chicken farming facilities. In the EU, on-farm egg incubation is very popular, with more than 500 million broiler chickens hatched on farms each year. These devices free human labour up to perform other tasks. At the same time, it ensures quality and improves animal welfare. Behind a row of incubated doors at a facility in northern China, around 400,000 chicks are hatched every day. In 2023, the country will produce 31 million tons of eggs, with a self-sufficiency rate of 100%. Modern technology has helped grow China's $37 billion egg industry into the world's largest.